As I mentioned earlier on that I can see the faces that probably are committed. The faces that came on Friday, they are different from the faces that I'm seeing now. I think for two reasons. The first one is that, people that are aware or have the experience, have the knowledge of what should be done, I think they have added to their knowledge. Those that are fair in knowledge, I think they had more. But beyond experience, beyond fair knowledge, I can see people are now showing a level of commitment from the questions, from the contributions, and also from the analysis that we are getting. So it shows that there's a sense of direction. People can come out so that at least we can see if there's any mistake to be corrected, and we correct it. Then hiding information, and then we go and do the wrong things. And we're able to drag board to come to this retreat. Not that they're happy to come, or they don't have anything doing, that's why they're here, but they realize the importance of being here to attend this retreat. Why? Because of the imminent threat to the business. They cannot put $167 million and somebody will be sleeping and snoring and he's losing all the investment, is being eroded day by day. So it's very clear, whether I inform them or anybody inform them, it is all over the media that the business is going. So they decided to say they need to participate. And I'm happy that in the course of discussion they also understand the business challenge. So it's not all about somebody living at the comfort of his house or just reading a report or reading newspaper that this is how the company is operating. But they are here, they have heard from different representation. So, and they have also taken away a lot of things. So that at the management level, whatever we are presenting to them, they have already heard from the grassroots. We have full representation from top to bottom. So, and the happiest moment for everybody is to say Kaduna Electrics had broken even. That at least we'll be able to pay up our obligations and we have what we call free cash flow that we can utilize for other improvements. This will be the happiest moment. And nobody, from the chairman to other board members to MD and to key management, nobody will want to put undue pressure to anybody. If things are going well, things should be automatic. Everybody is doing his own business. Most of the companies that I worked for, everybody is doing his own business. You don't have to go and start begging for anybody to do anything or collecting data, or somebody is trying to stop me from doing certain things, or I want. No. Why? Because everybody, knows what to do. Everybody has information of what to do. Everybody actually has certain level of authority. And this is exactly what we want to do here. In the course of this presentation for the last 3 days, I called the head of IT. I said he should set up a committee. This committee should have full representation for automation of all our processes, centralization of data, and also automation of reports. Why? Because one of the major challenges we have in this company is the integrity of data. is a major challenge. And reporting information, sometimes when you are asked to report certain things, it's not that somebody wants to use it against you. We can use that report to sanitize the data we have. On daily basis, if there's a report, or weekly basis, you can do a comparison and sort out what seems to be wrong and get accurate data. But when you are accumulating data for 6 months, 1 year, it's when we want that data, you start struggling to extract it. There's bound to be a mistake, or it will be cumbersome and just throw out any data for anybody, let him go and sort it out. So it is important in terms of reporting. Clear reporting template helps every organization to streamline its processes. All these things that we're talking about process, most of this information, we have it within our midst. We have worked on this information for the last 5 years, but it's being dumped somewhere, or either in hard copies, or people are not aware of it, or it's not being automated, or the information is not accurate. This is the kind of information that we're having. I gave that exercise of just get the maximum demand government side that we have been talking about. We've been going back and forth for almost 4 weeks to get accurate data. One, we know that for the last 5 years, these guys have been consuming energy. So what is this data? Given that we are getting accurate data on a weekly basis, we should be able, within the following week, to address the misinformation we have in the previous week. So as I said, now since we have, as I always said, renewed commitment, the zeal to work, the learning, the experience that we have in the course of this presentation, let us not leave it here at picture. We have to take it away. Take it away, pass information to anybody that we feel that can support you to achieve your goals. From you yourself up to the self-serve that you have, call everybody, tell him the task, the enormous task that you have. You need his support. There's going to be a reward for this support. Once we succeed as an area office, everybody is going to benefit from it. So I'm coming back to the issue of benefits. As I've always said, once everybody is happy, the company in general will be happy. And there's no way you can be happy, no matter how much you want to be happy, if you don't have the money. Even at your home, no matter how much you pretend to your wife that, look, I'm happy, when she asks you, I need something, and you cannot provide, you can only smile once or twice. But the third one, you can either be polite and take your affairs somewhere, or if you are a violent one, you can say, look, give me more time. I don't want this trouble. So this is it. You need this money is key. Because once she knows that you have the money, even if you do not give her, she will not try to cross you, because she knows that you have that potential. The money is somewhere. Once she takes it easy, she can get more. But if you don't have it, there's nothing you can do. This is how this company is operating now. We are only digging hole and covering hole. That's what we are doing. Struggle to pay salary, trying to work with the bank to get small amount of money to pay certain percentage from the market. How can we be happy? Even if you promote somebody, you give him incentives, whatever it is, and there's no cash backing. They call it cash backing. So if there's no cash paid, it's not just a paper, and somebody will be telling you maybe you only be carrying paper all along promotion. There's nothing. You can't even provide anything at all. We really need to improve the welfare of our staff, but we need more money to do that. So please and please, let us take this message away. Don't keep it to yourself. You can't do it alone. Don't keep it to yourself. Pass the message. If you have some presentation, take it away. What you have recorded, take it away. Things that you can call to get clarification, call and pass the message. Don't keep it to yourself. It's very important. You are only representing other people here. You are just a representation. So those guys that are waiting, they don't know what is happening. Some that are conscious, they'll be waiting to hear what these guys have been doing, or they're just eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner while we're in the field, suffering. They had a nice weekend. Go back and pass the same message. The same emphasis, the same, zeal, vigor, pass it down so that at least you can get the support. And I assure you, being part of the board and also as a managing director, also as a shareholder of the company, I can do everything humanly possible to make everybody happy in as much as we want. This is my own commitment. This is my own commitment. If we have, everything will be open. As I made a presentation to you here of our obligations, one we've done collections, this is how I'm going to present it. And say, look, this is what we have done, and this is our minimum requirement. We have balance of 200 million naira which you can share, for example. So that at least our shareholders will also say, okay, look, you guys are the only ones sharing money. What about us? Okay, fine. We are going to make more effort. Next month, you will get your own. That is how I want us to start. So we start with ourselves first, then shareholders. Not the other way around. Because as far as they are concerned, now they understand our situation. We are struggling. So yes, they can complain, but even themselves knows that we are struggling. So they are not so much worried about that. But let us also make them happy, so that at least instead of going to the bank, we can ask one of the shareholders, please, can we have 500 million as a soft loan so that we can run our business? Because he knows that what is invested, is being profitable. We can always get shareholders loan. But I have invested $167 million and this money is eroding. As a managing director or other board members, we don't have the courage to go back to the shareholder. Please give us 1 million naira. We want to buy some transformers, migration of feeders and other things. We don't even have the courage to do that. So that's why we have to resort to certain things to make sure things work. So please let us consider this. Nobody is manufacturing money from anywhere. These guys are businessmen. We are saying the other time that this money that we have put together, we can use it to buy our 3 to 4 banks that we can run. Can use it. The money, we can use it to buy 3 banks or 4 banks instead of buying utility. But the bank and utility company, which one has more potential? That's what we look at. Which one can you create more jobs? Which one can you use to do corporate social responsibility more? Which one can impact the lives of people more? These are some of the considerations if not going to the way of buying banks and buying the utility company. So let us all consider this as part of our takeaway, as part of our commitment, as part that everybody from the board, management, and other members of staff, that we are all aligned. We are all going to work as a team. Please and please, let us work as a team. It's very important. The management side, the middle management, and the lower management. Let us work as a team. Don't assume that you can do it alone. If you don't work as a team, you are working in silos, you'll have a problem because that person can sabotage you. But when you are working together, he cannot sabotage himself. So I'm sure that the previous minor rift that we have is being cemented over these 3 days. and we should continue to enforce that alignment until we reach the promised land. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can do much better. Can we give them